Okay, and jumping right into part 2 of this tutorial, what we're going to be doing is opening up our internet browser again and opening up our photo editing client once again. And for the hand thing, this might be a little less complicated than the other one, and it probably will be. So I'm just going to type in hand and get a, that thing came up. I'm going to type in hand, see what comes up. Ooh, what's that? Well, we gotta get a good picture of someone sort of gripping something. So we're gonna look through this just a minute. This one could work, but it's a little, yeah, how do you say, this one would probably work. It's not going to look perfect at all, but it will certainly illustrate the point. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get the hand that we want that is closed, and we're going to add our little effect to this. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, and this is what we have. Want to make a new layer for this because you're going to need it. You're definitely going to need a new layer. Get our brushes. Brush. Where are you, brush thingy? Yeah, my dialogue thing is kind of a little screwed up right now, and dialogue box, you know what I mean. And what we're probably going to be doing right now is I'm going to be making somewhat like a little crystal ball thing that he's holding, just a really quick one, just to illustrate the point, because this one is actually a pretty easy theory. To make this crystal ball thing that I'm going to be making, though, you want to go to your blend tool and get a gradient that would work for this particular situation, and it's important that you set it to radial for this. Nah. As a matter of fact, you know what, I got a better idea for this. I'm just going to make my own. To make your own gradients like this, you want to take one color and then take another color that's a lot darker. Preferably it should be the same exact color, but, you know, like if it's red it should be a darker red, but, you know, you can really, it depends on what you're making. It isn't limited to just, forgot to change the gradient. And now what we're probably going to be doing after this is getting this this radial gradient to a point where the darker area is at the point of which you want to highlight it, like right around here. Select none. Then you want to, for this crystal ball, I'm going to make a new layer. Make this over here. Then I'm going to get my blend tool again, foreground to transparent. Get a white color. Get my blend tool and set that to linear. Select none and make our opacity over here about 50. Okay, so we've made our little emergency sound, little crystal ball, but how do we put it in his hand is what we want to know. That is actually probably the easy part. What you need to do is you need to make this thing generally transparent so that you can see what you're erasing. And I'm not going to do this very exact, and if you want to get this looking a lot more exact, what you want to do is zoom in a lot or use vectors or something. I messed up, sorry about that. Which would be using this path tool and selecting that area that you want to delete by completing it. And then just erasing all this once you erase the area that kind of falls into place. What's going on here basically is we're erasing the area so that the outline of the thumb in this case is actually in front of the the outline of the thumb is actually in front of the ball, so it looks like he's holding it. And you can use this theory for several other things. I mean, this is a really shoddy job of it, but you basically can do some pretty interesting stuff with it if you just take your time. And that concludes this tutorial, and I'll be trying to bring up another one pretty soon. And if you guys have any requests, please submit them to me, because yeah, I'm kind of still working on ideas for these things, and just send me a message about that.